I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. I got war peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got royalty inside my DNA.
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy SonTj here to review Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 59. But before I do all that, I just want to ask, how are you guys doing today? I took a little mini break because, you know, things wasn't feeling right. A lot of things wasn't going right. And I decided to just take a break, kind of chill out, and just kind of watch other content creators do their thing, be on Twitter a little bit. And I kind of hate doing that because I start seeing more and more of the pretentious pseudo-intellectual side of like Dragon Ball Twitter. And like, you know, just looking at other people's like different opinions and whatnot. And it's cool to have different opinions, but you start feeling the agenda is being pushed, right? I've been enjoying Totally Not Mark. I don't really watch his videos. Well, I watch his videos, but I don't agree with his opinions like that a lot. And he's pushing the agenda that, you know, DBS Goku sucks. And I ask people on my my community section, they agree, and you know, some agree, some don't, and most people just say that he's not perfect, but he's still a good character. And on Twitter, it's this agenda being pushed that Toyotaro, like, you know, he sucks, and Ultra Instinct is being ruined. And I already made a video talking about that, but I wanted to wait till the full chapter comes out, because if you've been on the channel, you know I have criticized Toyotaro a lot. I do not like what he did in Universal Survival Saga. I like some of the stuff he did in the Future Trunks saga, and I really feel like you can't really judge the Battle of Gods saga. The Universe 6 saga was okay. You know what I mean? It has a few changes that I liked a lot that I didn't like, especially since Blue Kaioken is not a thing. But I wanted to give this chapter a chance because people are like complaining about leaks with no context. And it's just constant agenda being pushed that Ultra Instinct is ruined. It's just a form. And like, it's just agenda being pushed with like no full chapter coming out. And I kept on waiting when the full chapter comes out. Is anyone going to, like, you know, apologize for what they said or something like that? Are we going to continue the meme of like, I'm gonna shit on Dragon Ball Super or Toyotaro and wait till the full chapter comes out, go silent, and we'll continue the cycle? And again, they kept on sticking to their guns, which you can't really blame me. When you're kind of that edgy guy, you can't really, you know, revert back to like or apologize for what you said. But pretty much the main criticism of this chapter is that Ultra Instinct Sign is like pretty much the whole name of it itself is being used as a form, even though the name of that form or technique was always called Ultra Instinct Sign. I guess it didn't want to be used in the actual like narrative. And the fact that Goku does like a power up in the form because it's supposed to be a state of calmness. The actual context of the actual manga chapter shows that Goku was holding back to preserve stamina, so he's more in a calm state. Now that he's going to fight Moro at the end with more of a full power, that's why he powered up. He did this in the anime, but again, there's a whole bingo thing talking about, like, you know, if you defend this manga. Again, I'm not the type of person that defends Toyotaro. I have criticized this man a lot of how he handles Goku as a character, how he's made how he shaped the manga in terms of like action scenes where he just repeats the same stuff. I criticize this guy a lot, but I just can't feel the need to crap on this chapter. It was actually a pretty nice chapter. We learned a few things, but I'll talk about the criticisms a little bit more later. But pretty much this whole chapter is Goku versus Moro with different characters reacting to it. And we learn a few more details. So it's apparently mortals can't sense Ultra Instinct's power. Because Piccolo and all the other Z fighters I was watching the fight saying they can't really sense his energy. Except Vegeta. I think so Vegeta could sense Goku's energy that when he was fighting across like the universe. So I'm assuming that Ultra Instinct uses God Ki because Vegeta doesn't have Ultra Instinct, but yet he can sense Goku, and the other Z fighters can't. So I'm assuming it has to use some type of God Ki. But when Moro powers up later on in the chapter, all the other Z fighters can sense his energy and see how powerful he is. And Moro claims that he's above, you know, the god destructions of power, which is reasonable because Goku right now is way more powerful than he ever was in the Universal Survival Saga, where he fought Jiren, and Jiren the manga has exact statements saying that he's above the god destruction compared to the anime, which is mostly applied with outside sources. So yeah, it would seem that Moro is definitely stronger than at least Jiren from the Universal Survival Saga, and I think Jiren from the Universal Survival Saga is stronger than Master Ultra Instinct because he's able to outlast that Goku. But regardless, This chapter is just showing off that Goku has the ability to outspeed the energy absorption, which I guess that's one of those things where like he can beat the activation of it and not really like, I don't know, it just pretty much he can beat the activation of his energy being absorbed. And everyone was really complaining that Goku was getting hit in these chapters. And I decided to reread the chapters where Ultra Instinct showed up. Try to see like because the main criticism is that Ultra Instinct is just a rehash stamina drain thing. And that for right now, it's just pretty much that it can still get hit, so it's losing its specialty. Even in the manga, Goku still got hit when he was using Ultra Instinct, or he still got grabbed. And I think in this chapter, he only gets hit while in Ultra Instinct, I think either once or twice. Which again, even in Master Ultra Instinct in the anime and in manga, like if you keep the number under at least 5 or 10, I don't think it's too bad if he's dodging everything else. He even does like a Kamehameha that he did against Kefla, where he's running around doing the Kamehameha, and he sees that like Moro is an after image, so he switches around and attacks Moro before he can really even react. So again, I don't think it's a problem there, and Moro uses magic to even try to immobilize Goku, and he still is able to get out of it. He's only got grabbed and hit so far in the manga, and that's the same thing that happened when he fought Jiren. When Goku fights someone that's on par with his power, he can get grabbed or like slightly hit like once or twice. So again, I don't think that's a big deal. It's not breaking the lore of Ultra Instinct at all to me. Like anyone who keeps saying that the lore has made it that Ultra Instinct can't get hit or is has this unbeatable type thing, that's mostly because of marketing. Where like in Xenoverse 2, Ultra Instinct is the most like unbeatable thing ever, but in reality he still loses stamina and loses. Like, well, not loses, but like, you know, loses the war and not wins and wins the battle but loses the war. And every time Goku uses Ultra Instinct Sign, he literally runs out of power. So when the chapter is talking about how like he can't maintain this, it will make sense that the unmastered version of Ultra Instinct uses up more stamina, because that's been shown multiple times in the manga and especially in the anime. So again, I don't see the lore breaking in that at all. But we pretty much see that Goku is way faster than Moro, and Moro has to use his magic and use some type of gravity pull in order to even do anything against this Goku. But you can tell that Goku is trying his best to finish this fight fast. But I have to say this: SonTj used a lot of criticism for his fight style and a lot of reused like panels, and he does a little bit of it here. But I think the fight is really interesting and really cool. I like seeing Ultra Instinct Sign get a lot more love. That's the thing I like about SonTj. He uses forms in like different like abilities that are not used as much. And I think he did a great job here. Like I said before, it's confirmed that Ultra Instinct uses like some type of God Key, which Vegeta can sense or something like that. And Moro doesn't have any God Key, but he's been absorbing planets, so he's able to at least keep up with this Goku. But he knows about this technique, and Mirrors kind of confirms that Goku can't use the mastered Ultra Instinct. That he only can ever use Ultra Instinct Sign, and they've been training Ultra Instinct Sign to last long enough so he can at least beat Moro. But Moro kind of confirms that he was just pretty much trying to outlast this Goku because he knows the weakness, and Goku sees that, and he kind of gets squeezed out of Ultra Instinct, and he kind of uses Ultra Instinct again, but uses it in like in more of an offensive tactic, or at least more of a yeah. And the only thing you can say there is that you would think Ultra Instinct Sign was more the defensive end, and Master Ultra Instinct was the offensive and defensive. So maybe he could switch Ultra Instinct Sign to more of an offensive thing, and like, you know, because Ultra Instinct Mastered has both. So I'm guessing he could switch the defensive and offensive and switch them, but not have the other half. That's what I'm getting so far. So I think this fight is really cool. I think I really liked it. It's really dynamic. I'm seeing Moro use different techniques to get around Ultra Instinct, and seeing Goku trying to deal with Ultra Instinct Sign. And again, it's not one of those things where like Goku is learning Ultra Instinct so easily, because I reread the manga chapters, the ones that I didn't really enjoy too much. I reread them. And like, there's plenty of chapters where Goku is still not even close to really mastering this technique really at all. Like, the only time he did, but the main criticism I have though is that when he was about to fight Jiren, their last fight in the manga, he like naturally goes into Ultra Instinct Sign like willingly. But I guess he forgets after the Universal Survival Saga. That's the only thing I can have a really major criticism about that. I feel like he just kind of retconned that. But even when he mastered Ultra Instinct with the silver hair form, that didn't last that long at all, and he was losing to Jiren because Jiren had more strength and he had more stamina. So with this, and then right after that, when the whole Broly movie happens, Goku and Vegeta are fighting in the gravity chamber, and Goku's saying pretty much that he can't skip out on training, that he can't use this form. So, and he trains with Mirrors in the Whole Body Time Chamber, and he's finally gotten to the point that he can use Ultra Six Sign to somewhat of a consistent level. I don't think they're rushing this form or this ability at all. I feel like they're taking a pretty good time with it. Like, the anime might do something dumb and might do something better, but like, I just don't really see the criticism here. I just don't. And again, I've been a person, you can check out, you can look up SonTj rants on Dragon Ball Super. I've been a person that criticized this guy a lot for what he's done with Dragon Ball and like in their characters, but I feel like people are giving a really bad rap, and the agenda being pushed for how bad this guy is right now is not good in my opinion. Like right now, he's done a really great job with this arc with Moro, and he's done a pretty good job with the the Goku Black arc, what he did in the manga. It's not better than the anime in my opinion, but it's the best arc he's done so far, and I feel like this is probably his best work so far. I'm hoping that we get more information about what Vegeta's doing and that when he's going to come by. A lot of people are getting this false belief that Vegeta's going to, like, you know, be the main savior of this. I would like that so he can finally get Vegeta fans to shut up about this whole Vegeta never wins thing. But if he doesn't, I just don't want to hear people complaining, because you built yourself up on this whole idea that Vegeta's going to win at the end of the day. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Tell me how you guys have been during this whole thing. Again, I needed a break because things was just going too left and things just wasn't really working out for me. So I needed a break. I'm going to work in my other videos that I plan on doing before I took my break pretty soon. They might become a little bit more irrelevant because, you know, the Endeavor episode has been, like, you know, a week by so far. But I don't know. So let me know how you feel about this this chapter. Do you want me to review the latest Mortal Kombat animation thing that I kind of liked a little bit and do a top strongest video for it? Don't know there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. SonTj, peace. Love you all.